This is a presentation about the Nanaimo Airport Land Use Bylaw Updates project. The Regional District of Nanaimo is proposing to amend the Regional Growth Strategy, Electoral Area A Official Community Plan, and Zoning Bylaw number 500 for lands owned by the Nanaimo Airport Commission. The amendments will recognize the existing airport operations and facilitate future commercial development on part of the airport land fronting the Trans-Canada Highway. 4 properties make up the airport lands. Jurisdiction over land use is shared between the Regional District of Nanaimo and the Nanaimo Airport Commission. Land use jurisdiction depends on the nature of specific uses. Use and development of the airport lands in relation to aeronautics is under exclusive federal authority and is not subject to the land use regulation of the RDN. However, uses not related to aeronautics or operation of the airport are subject to RDN land use regulation. Since 2003, the airport and the RDN have been in discussion to align the RDN land use bylaws with the Nanaimo Airport Master Plan. The most recent Electoral Area A Official Community Plan review from 2008 to 2011 included public engagement to adopt revised objectives and policies for the airport lands, but the topic was separated from the Official Community Plan review due to time constraints, with direction to initiate a new, separate public engagement process after. The subsequent public engagement process was completed in 2012, with a final report recommending moving forward with Official Community Plan and zoning bylaw amendments and a Memorandum of Understanding. The Memorandum of Understanding was to establish a process for developing a land use plan for the Nanaimo Airport for inclusion in the Official Community Plan. Between 2013 and 2017, the RDN and the Nanaimo Airport Commission worked to establish this Memorandum of Understanding, but did not complete it. Then in 2019, the Nanaimo Airport Commission updated their land use plan, and the RDN board also initiated the current project to amend the Regional Growth Strategy, Official Community Plan, and Zoning Bylaw in consultation with the Nanaimo Airport. This shows the land development plans of the Nanaimo Airport Commission. It is from their current land use plan. The proposed Regional Growth Strategy, Official Community Plan, and Zoning Bylaw amendments follow the plan laid out by the airport in these documents. The current land use designations in the Regional Growth Strategy do not align with the Nanaimo Airport Land Use Plan for the area between the airport terminal and the Trans-Canada Highway and at the southern tip of the airport at Simpson Road. Amendments to Regional Growth Strategy maps will extend the Cassidy Village Center boundary to include part of the highway frontage of the airport lands and adjust the boundary between the industrial lands designation and the resource lands and open space designation. There are currently no objectives and policies for the Nanaimo Airport designation in the Official Community Plan. Changes are proposed in 2 places. In Section 8.8 Nanaimo Airport, the text is revised by adding objectives and policies and updating the introduction. A new Schedule C is added. It is to include the Nanaimo Airport Land Use Plan. This is a document of the Nanaimo Airport Commission, and it is added to the Official Community Plan to show and describe the future development plans for the Nanaimo Airport. Current RDN zoning of the Nanaimo Airport does not reflect current land uses. The zoning is Rural 4 or Agriculture 1. The proposed new Nanaimo Airport Zone has 3 sub-areas. Development Area A covers most of the airport and includes airside, airside commercial, and air terminal reserve uses. Development Area B is adjacent to the Trans-Canada Highway at Spitfire Road, the main entrance to the airport, and includes a range of groundside commercial uses. Development Area C is at the southern end of the airport at Simpson Road and the Trans-Canada Highway, and includes only airport outdoor sales, parking, and public utility as permitted uses. The Cassidy Aquifer will be protected primarily through the BC Environmental Management Act that regulates the discharge of waste into groundwater, and the new BC Water Sustainability Act that manages withdrawal and use of groundwater. New development at the Nanaimo Airport that increases wastewater flows will require a permit from the province. The Environmental Management Act also has requirements for spill prevention and reporting and petroleum storage and distribution. Increased withdrawal of groundwater requires a license under the BC Water Sustainability Act. The coastal Vesper Sparrow critical habitat is on land used for the runway and approach areas. It is within Development Area A in the proposed zoning bylaw amendment and does not overlap with areas planned for future airport-related development. The coastal Vesper sparrow is a federally endangered species and a provincially red-listed species. Its critical habitat on the Nanaimo Airport lands is protected through the Federal Migratory Birds Convention Act and the Federal Species at Risk Act and the Provincial Wildlife Act. The breeding site was last used in 2014. The Nanaimo Airport Commission is required to continue to work with the Canadian Wildlife Service and the BC Ministry of Forests, Lands and Natural Resources operations to protect the habitat. In summary, the Nanaimo Airport is a regional transportation hub and an important part of the central Vancouver Island economy. The Nanaimo Airport Commission, who owns and operates the airport, has a land use plan that includes developing land adjacent to the Trans-Canada Highway for commercial uses, passenger flow and parking. The Regional Growth Strategy, Official Community Plan, and Zoning Bylaw amendments will align the RDN land use bylaws with the Airport Land Use Plan. Find out more at getinvolved.rdn.ca/airport.